looking to secure his fourth championship this season, but will be up against stiff competition from Sebastian Vettel. Rookie Lance Stroll landed himself a seat in the Williams this season after Bottas has switched to Mercedes. Ferrari's new power unit is a marked improvement from 2016, and they'll be looking to regain the Constructors' Championship this year, which their last won back in 2008. Valtteri Bottas is one to watch this year and will replace the reigning Drivers' Champion, Nico Rosberg.
Hello everybody and welcome to round 8 of the Race Department Championship on PlayStation 4. This, as you can see, is a very, very, very wet Azerbaijan. We've almost got a car almost into the barriers immediately. Well, we did. Our championship organizer, Drew, crashed almost immediately as he came out of the pits. He crashed so quickly I wasn't expecting it, and yeah, I missed it, unfortunately. How treacherous is this going to be? We've got 20 drivers with us this week, as we have a McLaren in the background sliding off into the barriers. We've got a Red Bull as well, having a half spin on the exit of turn number 2. This is going to be super, super, super treacherous. Can't wait to see how this plays out. Hopefully we don't have too many retirements in the qualifying. We already had one. Hopefully people survive enough to actually set a lap time. Two horses getting together into the barriers in sector 1. Slow McLaren. Trying to work out who would be the first one to set a lap time. Not really sure. Michael, who's second place in the World Championship at the moment. Now I do have to say, last time out I was reading the wrong information in regards to championship points and such. Championship gap between the top two is actually only 2 points now. When I was talking about it last week, I did say it was something like an 11-point shift. It really wasn't. Let's have a look. See what happens. The only issue with the spectator cam stuff is that I have no idea what the weather's going to be like. I don't know if it's going to dry up, get heavier, and I don't know what the weather for the race is going to be either. So I'm going into this just as blindly as you lot. Very close to the wall. Tom currently goes fastest on a 54.7. Johnny goes fastest on a 53.4. We're going to see what time Michael crosses the line with a 53.8. I was expecting him to be a little faster than that. Mitchell only goes fifth on a 56. That's a slow lap from him. Ben goes third. Harry goes down to sixth. Because Sean pops in a fourth place lap. Here's Martin in McLaren. Lynchy goes up to second on a 53.4. Guy goes fifth. What's Martin going to do as he crosses the line? 57.9. He goes 10th. Finishing a lap. Got Alex, who is a stand-in for this race. In Williams, he goes 13th with a 2:06. Exactly the most fantastic lap time in the world, as we've got a car in the barriers. I believe that was Johnny. Yep, he's crashed at that quick double left-hander towards the end of the lap as his tyre sinks into the track, somehow managing to dangle underneath the car. Tom sets another fastest lap, goes fastest, 53.3. I'm assuming drivers are just going to stay out. Try and do as many laps as they can. Or they might split this into two runs. And if they've got time, with 5 minutes left, I probably would say that they don't.
Very interesting racing.
She's going to cross the line. Now, he goes fastest on a 52.5. Very good lap from the Renault stand-in. Anyone else is near completing a lap time? I don't think so. Oh, no, I tell a lie. Got Gattis, goes up to P6. We've got Mitchell on a lap. He's currently in 10th place. Remember, he's our championship leader by 2 points. I'm assuming Mitchell's pitting this lap.
Striking force India livery is quite a change from their usual orange colour.
Where's he going to pull into the pits? Pits are on the left side. He's going to carry on. No, he's not. He's going to dive into the pit and into the barriers and out of qualifying. Quite sure what that was about.
I'm sure Max
Just lack of awareness of the track. Blakely crosses the line to start his lap. I think he's only got one, maybe two shots at this. Matt's sliding into the barriers. Luckily he didn't damage the car. He is boxing. Tom's in the pits. Harry also pits. So both Renaults on here today. Pits. Gattis is on a lap. Does this put him? Does it improve him? Or is he starting a lap? He's starting a lap. Quite nice into turn one. A little bit of wheel spin on the exit. Got Michael there in 7th place. Ben in the pits. Guy's just started his out lap. Mitchell's in the pits. Martin's on an out lap. Does look like it's getting a little drier down there. Maybe slightly.
I'm sure Max.
Matt with a 14th place, that's pretty good for him.
Well, that's the case.
Right, let's see where this lap's going to put Mr. Blakely. I think that's Lynchy out into the barriers. Ash goes P10. Very, very good lap from him. Let's see where Scythe is. Scythe is nowhere near putting the lap together yet. He's only up by the castle. We've got Ben down in the barriers. I think that's turn 3. Who was I looking at that was starting the lap? It was Gattis. Oh, the car slided! Wow, what a slide! Somehow managed to catch that. I think he needs to make a pit stop for a new set of trousers. P6. There was a little tag on the barrier. Nice power slide out there. Here we go. Mitchell crosses the line in 11th. Michael goes up to the front row of the grid. He qualifies second. Scythe in 12th place. In the end, Gattis still trying to push out for a lap. Oh, and there's Scythe into the barriers. I was waiting for that. And I think that's Matt over on the right side of the screen. It is indeed. Comes Martin, I think he's the only one that could some sort of lap time. Oh, maybe not, because he's put it in the wall. That's pretty much the qualifying done. In the Twitch chat. Say this could be a disappointing qualifying result there for our championship leader Mitchell in 11th position. I would have expected a lot more from him than that. Our sixth place qualifiers just asked how the hell he's managed to do that. Everyone else has done it. We're just waiting for the rest of this time to tick down. I was hoping to rather have my partner in crime alongside me, but he doesn't look to be online. Oh, look at that. Gattis managed to pip Michael to the front row of the grid while we were winding down there. It was a fantastic lap from him. So that's what your grid looks like. Lynchy starts first, Gattis starts second, Michael third, Tom fourth, Harry fifth, Johnny sixth, Sean seventh, Ben in 8th place, Guy in 9th, Ash in 10th. And there's the rest of your grid. Expect carnage. I know I am. Oh, brilliant sunshine for the race. So some of those that qualified low down the grid are going to be kicking themselves, I think. And again, I think we've got a, what was it, a 2 kilometer straight? So I think passing is going to be just fine. Race is going to start in about 28 seconds. Guys in the chat, what's your over and under on finishes? I'm not going to say anything. Here we go. We've got 10 seconds. Here we go. We've got 3 laps. We've got 4. We've got 5. And the race is go. Good start there by Lynchy, who's immediately into turn 1 in the lead. Got a bit of contact in the background. Jockeying for position, but I don't think there's been too much carnage. Yep, looks like everybody's through. Well, I see a bit of front wing. Oh, we've got... There's your carnage. We've got 3 cars off the road already. One of which is Harry in the Renault. We've got Tom down in 19th place. It's not good at all. Everybody else looking like they've not got any damage. Mitchell's up to 9th place from 11th place on the grid. Our championship leader's got to pull off a championship drive now. Look at that, Ash up into 8th place. And we don't have the safety car. It's broken as hell. So the yellow flags, people are just going to have to deal with it. Look at this 3-race scrap. Like I said, 2.2 I think kilometers straight. Oh, look at that. Lynchy drops down to 2nd into turn 1. We've got Saif making a move on Ash down into turn 1. He's going to be followed through by Mitchell, I think. Just about squeezed through. Yep, Ash slots in behind. Is he going to have a look into turn 3? Probably not. No, he slots in behind. Ooh, Mitchell very close to the wall. He had a shocking time out of it in Canada. So I wouldn't have thought he'd want to repeat that feat. We've got the other horse. One horse is already at the Grand Prix. The other one's just recovering from the wall. So here's your top 2. Starting to stream away from it a little bit. Here we go. Drew is your lead position gainer, should I say. 7 positions up from the start. Matt with 6, a very good opening stint from him. Poor Tom there lost 15 places off the start. Harry lost 13. Saif doing quite nicely, he's gained 4 places. Lynchy going to have a look for the lead down into turn 1. He set the fastest lap of the race. Harry is out of the race. Lynchy takes the lead. Gets a little wide on the curb. Side by side with Gattis down into turn 2. A little bit of wheel banging. But Gattis wrestles that position. Well, we've got 4 cars in the pits. It's a bit early. I'm going to stick with this lead battle just a little bit as Lynchy looks down the inside. That's Harry out of the race, so we're already 2 down. I wonder where Mikey would have been in all of this if he'd not decided to spend his night throwing up. Look at that, Drew now up 11 places off the start. Was our race winner in Canada in again fairly dominant fashion. It was a wet race then. Well, close enough for him yet. Let's go a little bit down the order. Alex in the Williams is a stand-in.
Championship this season, but we'll be up against stiff competition from Sebastian Vettel.
Oh, that's Blakely out of the race. That's Saif out of the race. Oh dear, oh dear. What on earth happened there? Saif apparently has DNF'd down at the castle. And you've got Ash who's DNF'd, but the car is still there. I think Saif's just about thrown his chair out the window. Yeah, I know, Tom, you disappointed me as well. There's our first penalty. We've got a 5-second stop go for Kian. Oh, we've got Williams off. That's Alex. The stand-in for this race. He just locked up into turn 2 and went straight on. Mitchell down there in 13th place. He's pitted, I think. Look, has he stopped? He has indeed. Guy, Mitchell, Tom, Alex, and Kian all stopped. The other 4 have retired, so we're down to 16 already. Only lap 4. Was in sector 1. Oh dear, and that's Kian out the race as well. We're down to 15. His AI is trying to Austin Powers it right now. Come on. We'll get there in a minute. Hold on. Look at this. We've got a 4-way battle for the lead. Someone must have made a bit of a boo-boo. First, second, third, fourth. Probably throw a blanket over them. entirely sure, Tom. Oh dear, don't take that much curb, Sean. What are you doing? Toro Rosso from Johnny goes up into 4th place. I'm not sure if I would have just sat behind him there, because he's just going to get passed straight back again with the DRS. This is pitting. No, not pitting. There you go. Sean just takes the place back again. Wrestles him off. A little bit of contact. He gets through. Where's Mitchell? Mitchell's 12th. Needs to try and be getting a move on. Then again, this is a long race. Bit more, somebody's front wing. Lynchy round the outside. What a move. And I just know Lynchy's going to be sitting in his bedroom with his controller in his hand, shouting, "I'm the king of the world." And yes, he would actually be saying. Looked like Sean had a bit of a bang with the wall. And back to the DRS lane, although Gattis has fallen 8/10 behind. We're going to see a bit of close fighting in the field. Close enough for a move into turn 1 this time. Nice pink helmet there on Gattis.
Certainly see some interesting overtakes on the Red Bull driver if that's the case.
Michael closing in. Got Dark Shark in the pits. It's another standard. Lynch is now clear of DRS. Gattis has now got our 2nd place in the championship right behind him. Probably going to DRS him. Close enough, so we're going to have a look at Ben and Johnny. It's just past Johnny. Johnny's going for the inside. Seems like bravery or stupidity. Ben lets him through. No, he doesn't. He spins. Did he manage to keep that out of the barriers? Yes, he did. Our Monaco race winner. Into some issues. We've got Drew up in 7th place, so he's doing quite nicely. There's Matt Pitts from 8th. Matt doing a superb job. Got a very nice variety of tyres. Mitchell up to 9th.
Welcome to our special guest.
That drew up 12 places. Our hard charger of the race award. We're going to him. And the one remaining horse is very close to taking that with 10 places gained.
Get sharp. Going into the 2017
Assuming Mikey's got a bit more wing on his car, because he's not gaining that much on the Gattis DRS. Oh, he's gaining now. Gaining. Doesn't make the move. He probably just figures that, you know, Mitchell's down there in 9th place. So this will be his championship lead. He keeps it. We'll just wait for the pit stops. I have no idea when they are. Michael with the fastest lap of the race so far.
Going into the 2017 season, Lewis Hamilton held 63
Richie
pole
at
positions.
44.4. Gattis 44.6. Sean 44.6. Ben on 44.5. So times are decently close.
Big shout out to Billy Monker, aka Billy.
Oh dear, and that's Guy out of the race in the Red Bull. He's currently wearing the tyre. Oh no, down at the castle. There's nobody coming up to that corner fairly soon.
Lewis Hamilton.
No, there is. No issues.
Big shout out.
Oh, Michael's gonna pit. Don't hit the barriers. Don't speed.
Their last one back in 2009.
Onto the medium compound tyres, and away he goes.
Somewhat controversial T-wing sharp system which is designed to increase downforce and grip, along with the introduction of wider
It's going to
tyres.
put him in some decent fresh air. Comes out in 6th.
Big shout out to Billy Monker, aka Billy.
Let's have a look at Mitchell,
Valtteri
the
Bottas.
sole remaining horse. Oh, we've got yellows. As Mitchell takes 8th place.
2016 and now
Oh no!
Constructors' Championship this year, which is their last one back
Johnny
in
spun it.
2009.
I have no idea which corner that is. That's the chicane, I think. He's lost his front wing. So all that good work that he was doing is undone, unfortunately for him. Is that Toro Rosso ghosting in front of us?
I'm sure Max Verstappen will be when we die. Certainly. Okay.
See if I can see that. Who is that Toro Rosso? It's Kia. Once
2017
again.
season, Lewis Hamilton held 63 pole positions, bested only by Senna and
And gets a 5-second stop go penalty. Crossing the white line. Litchi, Gattis and Sean all pit. That leaves Ben out in the lead. Remember, Ben spun earlier. And I'm going the wrong way. Means we're going up. Side by side. Ooh, Michael wrestles that place off of Lynchy. So the undercut works brilliantly. Mitchell takes a net lead. Although knowing Lynchy, he's not going to let him have it. He's just going to try and wrestle it back off him immediately. Drew up 14 places now with the stops.
I'm sure Max Verstappen will be hoping.
He's yet to stop. Ben is yet to stop. Stop locking up your brakes like that.
Going into the 2017
Tyres, there we go. Again, another good selection of tyres. Current second, net lead. Closest on track right now. Look how good Lynchy is with the DRS. He's not gaining at all. He's falling backwards, it looks like. Keep his head. Where's Mitchell? Mitchell's in 7th.
Championship this year, which is their last one back in 2008.
I'm going to stick with this battle for the rest of the race, it looks like at this one. Oh, look at this, Lynchy's very close now. Good job of keeping up the barriers. Oh, Lynchy's very close to him now.
Rookie Lance Stroll landed himself to lead the Williams this season after Bottas has switched to Mercedes.
Tom, if you're still in it, you know how much this is going to infuriate Lynchy by not being able to lead this race. Even then he was falling behind in the DRS. See what he can do into turn 3. DRS wide open. There's half a second going into it. Still half a second coming out of it. Make that 3/10. Like he's carrying a bit more wind. Well, to be fair to Lynchy, he's probably picked the mediums because he only found out he was racing like 5 laps through 5 minutes before the race started. Why he's gone for such high wings as well. And they've got Matt in front of them as well.
Bested only by Senna at 65 poles, Schumacher at 68.
Enough to give Michael a slipstream, but 0.2 of a second down that straight, even with the DRS. I don't know how much wing he's running. Must be running all of it. Sense that he's going to go for a ridiculous dive bomb or something. Take them both out the Grand Prix. That is such a Lynchy thing to do. Well, I say the Lynchy of old. Let's quickly have a look at Sean. He just dropped a place. Drew up to 5th. Fantastic race for him. All over the back of Shaw for 6th place. Matt might just give Michael the DRS that he needs to continue to stay ahead of him. I don't even think he needs it, like I said. Ben Pitts from the lead. Going to be a lead battle from now on. There we go, Matt pulls right out of the way. Very nicely done by him. I might see Ben pop out the pits, but not doing it yet. There's his teammate Gattis, and there's Ben only now just coming out of the pits. I don't remember if he had a penalty or not. A huge gap. Then you've got Drew with Sean, and that's Mitchell in the pits. Sean down the inside of Drew. Place off, and he's got the DRS as well, I think. So he's just going to disappear. Back to our lead back in the Castle section. Oh dear. Michael's gonna not want to slide his tyres around. Oh, both of them into the barriers. Somehow they managed to get away with that. She's got a bit of damage to the right front of his wing. Or was that Michael? No, no, it was Lynchy's front wing. So he needs to be careful now because he could very easily understeer into that wall. And Gattis just sitting behind them waiting for them both to crash. Done a little bit. Let's see what's happening. There you go. Drew somehow lost 3.3 seconds to Sean on that lap. Johnny attacking Tom for 7th place. And that's Drew in the pits. I think his tyres have cried enough. The question is, where is Drew going to come out in relation to his teammate? Yes, it's going to be very interesting. Got yellows in sector 3. There goes Drew. Where's Mitchell? There's Mitchell. Mitchell in 10th place, he's got it all to do. Oh, and there's Alex coming out of the pits without a front wing. Not not entirely sure how that worked. Maybe it's just Codemasters being Codemasters. Kian's car is still driving around on its own. There you go, Lynchy must have front wing damage. He's now dropped to 1.2 seconds behind. Gattis is right behind him. I think that's the earliest we've ever had a steward's inquiry. I just checked the forum and we've got a steward's inquiry already and the race hasn't even finished yet. Anyway, I digress. Look at that Gattis. Oh, very nearly wiping himself out. That looked like Lynchy tapping the wall again. Gattis all over the back of him now. Maybe not all over the back.
Certainly see some interesting overtakes on the Red Bull driver if that's the case.
I'm telling you something, Lynchy's going to knock a wheel off if we keep doing it. Down a little bit, so let's go back down the order. In fourth, Sean in fifth. Tom and Johnny still scrapping it out for sixth place.
Along with the entry.
We've got Dark Shock, we've got Drew, and we've got his teammate Mitchell fighting over 8th place. Who's going to go down the outside? Oh, lovely! Making Dark Shock just skid straight off the racetrack. I'm going to say that's a move that I like to do to people. Or that I used to like to do to people.
This year we've seen the introduction.
Feigning like you're going to go for a late braking maneuver and then just back straight out of it. In the hopes that they do exactly what you just did. Darkshot must be kicking himself right now. I also can't imagine Mitchell's going to be stuck behind his teammate for too long. Matt's in the pits again. It's the 5th time he's been in the pits. Yeah, it's just sorry, it's Kian that's had. My apologies.
Big shout.
Still fighting each other. Gattis has dropped off of the back of Lynchy.
Going into the 2017 season,
those fights are done for the time being. away on lap 19 and 26. And we're down to 15 runners. Oh, we've got yellows in sector 2. Well, Scythe only just left the session. What those yellows are for? Nothing important, I don't think. Lynch is now fallen to within 2 seconds.
Mark's double world champion Fernando Alonso's 16th year race in Formula 1.
I think Drew's just going to blend out the... Yeah, he is going to just let him go. That's a smart thing to do. He is the firm number 2 driver in this championship. That's Mitchell up to 8th place. I was going to say that's going to allow Mitchell to try and get his way up into this scrap, but I've just noticed he's 24 seconds behind it, so that's probably not going to happen. Very good scrap though. Now 3.2 seconds off. So I guess he's seen sense and thought, I'm not going to put this in the barriers. Which is very good for him, because as season's gone by, he would have pushed and pushed and pushed, ended up in the wall with a wheel missing, and then he would have just gone on the... Oh, just as I say that! He very nearly does put it in the barriers. Somehow keeps it out. Yeah, he would have put it in the barriers and then gone on a massive babyish rant about how he was the best driver on the track, but good on him for not doing that this time. Expected Gattis to have a run at him. He didn't. Back we go to the Tom and Johnny battle. This is of course lap 22 and 26. Barring any serious accidents. Mitchell's going to lose his championship lead, which is not going to make him very happy at all. Right, we'll go back to this one. Look at that, Tom's got less wing, for sure. Johnny with the DRS is losing time. Might try and have a dive into turn 3. Look at that, he's putting it away, look. For some reason Tom is defending fresh air, and that's what happens when you defend fresh air, you lose the position. Oh, no you don't. Johnny has indeed kept that place.
Going into 2017.
Johnny's up to 6, Tom's down to 7. Very nearly in the barriers. Yeah, like I said, that's what happens when you defend fresh air. It's coming for a while. All Johnny needs to do is not spin. Except that Tommy's a lot faster in a straight line. That's 3/10 gain. That's straight. Oh, and there's Matt retiring from the race. Guess he must have just been that completely on his own. Mitchell's now taken 2 seconds out of this particular battle. Unfortunately, he's only got 3 laps left, so he's not going to get anywhere. Oh! Is that Mitchell wide? Yes, it was! And he's got damage to the car as well. He drops back down to 9th. He's had a couple of shocking races. Mitchell down in sector 1 as well. That's Dark Shot off the road. He continues. Now here's a dilemma for Drew. He's 2 laps from the end of the race. Well, 2.5. What is he going to do? Is he going to slow down for his teammate? Or is he going to go for glory? Like I said before, remember his teammate is the championship leader right now. Well, he won't be when this race is finished, but every point helps. So we got 2.6. So I'll keep an eye on that. So this is your closest battle on the track right now. It has been for several laps.
Sure, Max Verstappen will be hoping.
We've had a lot less time penalties. I think we've only had 2, maybe 3 penalties at best, and that was for pits infringements. Last week, I believe we had 42 time penalties handed out. And again, it is Canada, so you kind of expect that sort of thing. Yep, 42 penalties. But hey, that's what happens when you corner cut. Top 6/10 back now. I would say he needs to be about 5 to 6 tenths off at the start that straight, and he'll actually be passed. Going into turn 1. I don't think Gattis is going to be able to put a move on Lynchy. Here's my Michael just driving imperiously off into the distance.
Very interesting race.
We are down 13 runners. I know Kian's car is still driving around, but I'm not actually counting him as a runner. Gap's gone up to 2.8 seconds now, so Drew's not going to do the job. As I thought he would. Oh, look at this, he's literally going to lose second place. DRS is open. That's a late switch. Ben with the fastest lap of the race. Lynchie's going defensive. They're going to go side by side. White. Remember, Gattis has got the DRS. She's going to go as close to that wall as possible. That's a bit naughty there, Lynchy. That's a bit naughty. But then again, he kind of knows that that's probably the last opportunity that Gattis is going to get an overtake. Oh dear, what's happened to Drew? That looks like front wing damage. Yeah, there is front wing damage to Drew, so he's also been in the barriers. And that has given Mitchell 8th place in the race. So he inadvertently did the job. I said he actually wasn't going to. There's your race leader. Here's your second place battle. Oh, look at how close these two are. I'm gonna stick with this. Oh, this is gonna be so close. This guy either going to end in a glorious overtake or a plane crash. Michael wins the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. This is going to be very, very close. Gattis just takes second position from Lynchy on the line. Lynchy falls down to third. Ben finishes fourth with the fastest lap of the race. Sean's going to finish fifth. I'm of course now locked into this camera, unfortunately. And it's going to be very close between Johnny and Tom come the end of the lap. There you go. Sean takes fifth. Oh, who did that? Johnny takes sixth. Tom takes seventh. Mitchell's now 30 seconds behind. Oh, and the AI are coming into grief as Lynchy's AI crashes into the barriers. My goodness, we've got to wait a very long time for Mitchell. There we go. And Drew comes home in 9th place. And there's Martin in 10th. And there's Lynchy with a wheel missing. I did rather tongue-in-cheekily say that he was going to end up with a wheel missing at in the barriers, but I didn't think it was going to be like that. So there's your top three. Michael on the top step, Gattis in second, and Lynchy there in third. A very good race for him as the stand-in. A very blurry Jamaican flag being shown, and look at that, the retro F1 sign in the background. And there you go, very good drive there by Michael. Take that victory by 6 seconds in the end. Gattis passed Lynchy by what is that, 81 thousandths of a second on the line. You can't have been too happy with that. Then you have Ben, then you have Sean, Johnny, Tom, Mitchell, Drew, Martin, Alex, and the rest are your retirements. So unfortunately we finished with just 11 races in that. But it is Baku, so that was to be expected. Michael now takes the lead in the championship. And I'm not really sure there's too much more movement other than that. But anyway. Yeah, you were very close, John. But, yes. The next race is going to be next week. It's going to be the Austrian Grand Prix. I'm going to see how the quality of this stream came out and decide next week if we're going to be on this channel or back on the YouTube channel. I will post this race on the YouTube channel after. But yes, see you on Tuesday next week for the Austrian Grand Prix. Have a very good night.